okay. Always stop when a female voice tells me to.
Well, that's a good rule. That's a
Been
good
married a
rule
long
to
time.
follow.
Yeah, I noticed how quick I reacted to that.
Sorry.
This is a call to order the Kentucky Legislative Ethics Commission meeting on Tuesday, August 13th, 2024, at 10 o'clock in Annex 171 and Zoom. Thanks for the folks that are in on Zoom. I'm going to remind the people that are here that in order for you to be heard by the people on Zoom, you got to key your mic. And so please remember to do that. Turn your green light on. Lori, would you call the roll and say where you are located also?
Ernie Harris,
Here, and I'm at my home in Oldham County.
Dave Nicholas,
Here, and I'm in the capital city.
Michael Schull,
Here and in the Capitol Annex.
Marie Rader,
Here.
Tanya Pullen,
Here, and I'm in Greenup County.
Gail Russell,
Here, and I'm in the Capitol Annex.
Sal Santoro,
Here in the Capitol Annex.
and Arnold Simpson.
Here in Covington.
It appears we have a quorum and ready, properly constituted to do business. The first thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the May 14th meeting. Are there any changes, suggestions, notations, corrections?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that the meeting's minutes be approved as mailed.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and
Second.
seconded that we approve the minutes as submitted. All those who favor that motion signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered. Next item is the staff report, and the chair will recognize Emily for that report.
Thank you, Chairman Nicholas and members of the commission. First off, I want to give a big shout out to Lori Smither and to Donita Crittenden. The backbone of this office is our staff, and we've been through a lot of changes recently, and if it weren't for the work of Lori and Donita, we wouldn't be here today. So we had to adjust and move quickly, and we were able to do it working together. So anyway, I want to give a big shout out to our staff. You all have got the best staff that any commission could ever hope for. So anyway, with respect to the budget report, which is in your books, we finished the fiscal year in really good shape. In fact, there was a surplus. At the end of fiscal year 2024, we ended with a surplus of $757,822.53. We have our general fund appropriation, thanks to the work of Tom Hampton, who works on our budget with LRC staff. Our general fund appropriation is $567,700. The surplus funds do carry over into the next fiscal year. So we are thinking ahead to how that money might be best spent to help the agency going forward. If you have any questions, please let me know, but we're in really good shape financially.
Any questions of Emily on the budget? Hearing none, is there a motion that we approve the financial report?
I'll motion we approve the financial report.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing to be none, All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered. Emily, you can keep on going.
Okay. I just want to recognize Lori for the database upgrade report.
Okay, so I met with LRC's computer team last week. They actually wanted to see us in-house, how we enter and do the initial registrations, terminations, things like that. And they wanted to see us in action, so they know what to do when they're creating the online system. They have it in front of them, and they have a visual. So the way we're looking at it right now, they are looking towards us having an in-house test database and sample forms to actually use, like they call them dummy forms, to use to practice with and test out the system to make sure it's going to work right. We're looking at the next few months starting that, probably this fall. And they want to start, they're doing it in pieces as they create it. So they want to start in-house with our database, and we can kind of give our input of what we want changed, kept, upgraded, things like that, and more additions. And then after we do that test, we're going to give them the input, and then they're going to have a better idea of a timeline for when they'll have the online system done as well. So that's where we stand right now. In a couple of months, hopefully, fingers crossed, it keeps going the way it is, that we'll be testing it in-house and this fall.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's going good.
The only thing I would add to what Lori said is what I've really liked seeing is that they're actually sending the computer people to our office so that they can see exactly how the system works right now, and from that look at what we need going forward. So the people that are working on the system are really engaged in
Yeah.
the process. So
And they're
That's
creating
positive.
it all to what we request and need. So it's going to be easier for everybody all the way around with the way they're doing it. They're doing a really good job.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
okay.
Any questions? Okay.
The other matters in the staff report, we did get a renewal of Robert Jenkins' contract as our enforcement counsel. So we're glad that we've got Robert on board for the next fiscal year. We've done several training sessions since the last board meeting. We did LRC updates from the Capitol on June the 3rd. We were at the State Government Bar Association meeting on June the 25th, and I did a program for Chinese law students that were visiting in Washington, D.C. by Zoom on June the 27th, and this is the third year that I've done that. It's a State Department program where they have an exchange, and so that was That's always interesting to see what questions those law students have. We've done several informal opinions, and they are all in your packet. I would just remind you that if you feel like you need to talk about any of them, we really need to do that in executive session. So if you've got any questions, let me know. Let either one of us know, or Donita.
Okay. Any questions about Emily's report? Okay. Next item of business, pursuant to KRS 61A10, sub 1, sub C, sub K, I'm chair will entertain a motion that the commission go into executive session to discuss confidential complaints and informal opinions if necessary.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. We will go into executive session as soon as we get the thing turned off. I don't know what to call it. Computer turned off. Thing doesn't sound very good, does it?